How's it going? Mark Linder, your friendly real estate broker, coming to you live and direct here today to share with you this awesome video. And today we're going to be talking about top 10 ways to save for a down payment. Because here's the deal. They went and they pulled a whole bunch of first-time home buyers. I mean, heck, even just buyers in general. Upgrade, downgrade, second home, third home, whatever. And still, one of the main top concerns of a buyer in this day and age is, man, how am I going to come up with the down payment in order to make this happen? So let's get right into it. These are the top 10 ways, just some suggestions on how you can plan to buy a home without stressing yourself out, trying to come up with this big chunk of change. So let's get right into it. Number one, transfer a fixed amount into your savings account each and every month. So I don't care if it's $100, $200, the more the merrier, right? If you can do $400 or $500, but take a certain amount that you say, hey, I can put this amount aside each and every month. Boom, I'm gonna put it into this account, and then don't touch it. Label it as, man, this is for the dream home, right? And you put it in there each and every month, and next thing you know, it builds up into something cool. Reason number two would be skip vacations for 1 year. Hey, don't shoot the messenger, but here's the deal. I know I'm taking away baseball, apple pie, and ice cream from you, but here's the deal. You know, these vacations that we take every year, we need these for some rest and relaxation. I totally understand. But by just skipping vacation maybe 1 year, maybe two max, you could definitely put away a significant amount of money and save for that dream home, and then you can take a vacation once you've gotten your home. So, you know, and if you take a cruise, it's probably $3,000 to $5,000 to take you and your family on a cruise. Or God forbid, if you go to Hawaii, you're gonna probably spend 10 to 15 grand. So boom, there you go. There's a really good suggestion. Skip the vacations. Number three, lower your current monthly expenses. So here's the deal. There's so many ways that we can lower our monthly expenses, just little bitty stuff that doesn't impact your life that you probably don't think about each and every day. I know a lot of people are talking about, hey, just skip the Starbucks for a month and you're gonna save some money. If you could just skip Starbucks, brew some coffee at the house, find an economical way to brew some coffee. I don't know, maybe stop eating out so much, or maybe just eat out less. Like if you're eating out 4 or 5 times a month, maybe cut that back to 1 or 2 times a month. Save that money. I'm telling you, it will add up into a significant amount of money at the end of the year or even 6 months of doing it, and you might just have the money that you need for that down payment. All right, now number 4 is reduce high interest credit cards. So if you've got 4 or 5 credit cards, one of them's like 25%, one of them's 12, one of them's 10, pay that high one off first if you can, and then start paying them down to where you're not spending as much money in interest, and boom, you're gonna save money with that. Now the money that you would have spent on that, or the money that you would have spent on number 3, which would have been obviously the coffee or eating out, be sure, as I said, to take that and dump it back into number 1, into that savings. Number 5, one of the things that I see in this business after doing this for over 16 years is a lot of people borrow from a relative. You can ask Uncle Billy, you can ask your cousin, you can ask mom and dad, who knows, maybe your brother or sister. There's a lot of people out there that want to see you succeed, and they're really looking for, who knows, an opportunity to be a part of helping you realize the dream of home ownership. Because when you're a homeowner, you got 44 times the net worth on average versus people that do a lot of renting. So, again, there are some relatives out there that will probably help you out. And if you don't have any relatives to help you out, that's why there's 10 things on this list. But number 5 is ask a relative. Who knows? Maybe they'll be benevolent and kind and let you borrow some money and let you pay them back over the next year, or maybe when you get your tax return. Number 6, borrow from your retirement plan. You've got this wonderful 401k sitting over here at your job. A lot of people don't realize that you can actually go and leverage the money that you put into that, and you can borrow against it. There are profit sharing plans within your company a lot of times, and there are 401ks that a lot of times will allow you to borrow against the money that you've saved so that you can go ahead and pull some of that money out and put it towards purchasing a house. Now, number 7 is right along these lines. You could sell some of the investments that you have. Like, I don't know, maybe you've got this rental property over here that's not doing much, or maybe you've got other investments. Just look for ways in your portfolio, look for ways in your financial situation to look at something that's not performing and take that money and put it into real estate, because when you put it into real estate, you're going to be experiencing that equity that our market has seen over the last 5 or 10 years here. We've seen equity, so you're making money while you sleep. So look at your interest rates. You might have a bunch of money sitting over somewhere, or a non-performing this or a non-performing that, or one of those tough rentals, and you can pull money out from those areas, put it into real estate, and hey, it's a great investment. Number 8, you can get a second job. A lot of people do this kind of stuff, You may not want to work at Walmart, but hey, you may want to work at Walmart. You may want to get a job at Chick-fil-A at night, or maybe do something cool like drive for Uber or Lyft. Use your car, drive around, talk to people, and make some extra cash. And whatever you make on that second job, boom, stack it in that savings account that's designated for the dream home. Bam, that's a good idea. Number 9 is sometimes people do seller finance, which is a really cool thing that you can do. If you find a motivated seller out there that's willing to work with you, they might be able to take out a second note for you where it takes care of the down payment, and bam, you can get into a home. But here's the deal with seller finance. If you do something creative like that, make sure you got representation, make sure you have a real estate agent representing you, and make sure you've got a real estate attorney to look out for your best interest. And last but not least, and probably my favorite, is holler at me, talk to me, and I will show you there are ways to get you into a home for 0 down, where you don't have to even have a down payment. And it's something called down payment assistance. Now, here's the deal. You need to make sure you got a pretty good credit score in order for you to qualify for most of these programs. So if you're short on cash, but you're high on credit, we can get you in a down payment assistance program where we can literally take care of that down payment for you. Now, general rule of thumb is the less money you put up front to get into a home, the higher your monthly payment will be, a little bit higher. And then the more money you put down, obviously that monthly expense will be less. So just bear that in mind. A lot of people will leverage this just to get into the house, and then after a year or two, they'll refinance it back down to a lower payment, and boom, they're on their way. So this is a very good strategy. So these are the 10 strategies, guys, and I'm sure there's a lot more. If you know of any more, make a comment in the space below. Give me a like or whatever, and just let me know what you thought about this video, or if you have any other ideas. But there are a lot of creative ways to get you into a house, when a lot of times I run into home buyers out there and they're just really concerned about this particular aspect. So I wanted to reach out to you guys and just kind of share this video with you. My name is Mark Linder with the 1-8 Real Estate Group. I'm the broker here. I love working with buyers. If you're looking to get into a house, remember, I work with my buyers for absolutely free to you. So I would love to put my experience to work for you and serve you in getting you into a home. There's so many ways that we can do this, and it's a great market right now. I'm telling you, there's a lot of inventory, and we're short on buyers. Man, it's a great time to be a buyer in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. My name is Mark Linder with the 1-8 Real Estate Group. Have a good one. Take care.